Welcome back to Fulgur channel. Today, we have an intriguing and geopolitically significant topic to discuss. We'll be diving into the recent developments involving the U.S. aircraft carrier shadowing Chinese warships near the Philippines. So, without further ado, let's get started. The South China Sea, a region of immense strategic importance, has been a hotspot for tensions among various nations, primarily involving China, the United States, and neighboring countries. Recent satellite images have revealed a U.S. aircraft carrier patrolling the waters, closely monitoring a significant buildup of Chinese warships in the vicinity. The Chinese People's Liberation Army Navy Shandong Carrier Strike Group is operating in the Philippine Sea, being shadowed separately by Republic of China Navy and Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force destroyers, according to both countries. Meanwhile, North Korea fired 2 ballistic missiles into the Sea of Japan on Wednesday, shortly before its leader, Kim Jong-un, met with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Russia, marking the first time North Korea has conducted such a launch while its leader was overseas. Taiwan's Ministry of National Defense, in a Wednesday social media post, stated that a total of 35 PLA aircraft had been detected, 28 of which crossed the median line between China and Taiwan, entering Taiwan's Southwest Air Defense Identification Zone. Taiwan also reported that PLAN aircraft carrier Shandong had sailed into the Western Pacific. A follow-up post stated that the ROC armed forces were monitoring the situation and had tasked combat air patrol aircraft, Navy vessels, and land-based missile systems to respond, and included a picture of destroyer ROC's Keelung shadowing the carrier. Japan's Joint Staff Office of the Ministry of Defense issued a release stating that at 8 a.m. Wednesday, the Shandong CSG was 403 miles south of Miyako Island, with a map showing the CSG closer to Luzon in the Philippines than to Japan or Taiwan. Several, or all 8 PLAN surface ships that transited the Miyako Strait Monday are expected to join the Shandong CSG for drills. China's Ministry of National Defense has not issued a statement or commented on the CSG's current deployment. Meanwhile, Japan's Ministry of Defense stated in a Wednesday release that North Korea had launched 2 ballistic missiles from its west coast that morning. The missiles headed east and eventually landed in the Sea of Japan, outside Japan's economic exclusion zone. The Ronald Reagan Carrier Strike Group is operating in the South China Sea, according to imagery posted by the Pentagon over the weekend. Carrier U.S. Ronald Reagan and cruiser U.S. Antietam were shown during a replenishment at sea operation in the South China Sea. A separate imagery set showed destroyer U.S. Rafael Peralta in the same area. U.S. Nimitz and its strike group had been operating in the area in April before moving to the Philippine Sea in May. The Nimitz CSG now expected to be on the homeward-bound transit of its deployment. The 2 carrier strike groups held drills with Japanese, French, and Canadian ships from June 7 to 10 in the Philippine Sea and East China Sea as part of Indo-Pacific Command's large-scale global exercise 2023. The Reagan CSG participated in Exercise Noble Typhoon from June 10 to Wednesday with the 3 countries, the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force said in a release on Thursday. Noble Typhoon involved anti-surface, anti-air, anti-submarine, and replenishment at sea drills between the ships, and a French Navy social media post on Saturday stated that Lorraine was integrated into the Reagan CSG for the exercise. Meanwhile, Japan and the U.S. carried out deterrent demonstrations in response to North Korea launching 2 ballistic missiles into Japan's economic exclusion zone on Thursday. 4 F-2 fighters of the Japan Air Self-Defense Force 8th Air Wing conducted tactical exercises with 4 U.S. F-35 Lightning I fighters and a KC-135 tanker over the Sea of Japan. The Joint Staff Office of Japan's Ministry of Defense said on Friday. This bilateral exercise reaffirms the strong will between Japan and the United States to respond to any situation. the readiness of Japan's self-defense force and U.S. armed forces, and further strengthens the deterrence and response capabilities of the Japan-U.S. alliance, stated the release. On Monday, destroyers JS Haguro and U.S. John Finn carried out tactical exercises in the Sea of Japan in response to the North Korean launches, the JSO said in a statement. Haguro is the second of the two Maya-class destroyers equipped with the Aegis combat system and has a ballistic missile defense capability. The ship was commissioned in March 2021, making it the JMSDF's youngest destroyer. Japan has a total of 8 BMD-capable destroyers comprising of 4 Kongo-class, 2 Atago-class, and 2 Maya-class destroyers, with a new class of 2 Aegis destroyers planned to join them in 2027 and 2028. The exercises with Japan followed Friday's announcement of the Ohio-class guided missile submarine USS Michigan, arriving in Busan, South Korea. This development signifies a complex web of geopolitical dynamics. The U.S. is reaffirming its commitment to its allies in the region, while China is flexing its naval muscle. To understand why this is happening, we need to delve into the historical context. The South China Sea has been a contentious area for years, with numerous territorial claims. In summary, the shadowing of Chinese warships by a U.S. aircraft carrier near the Philippines is a complex issue rooted in historical tensions and contemporary geopolitical dynamics. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into this significant development. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest developments in geopolitics. Until next time.